Hello. It's Prince Easy. And well, it's gonna be a short one, but I'm gonna pose really important questions, so as we do not repeat the same mistakes that we repeated before, right? So when the Westerners came and left, what happened, right? They refused to sell us weapons, right? This was paving way for what we call as neocolonialism, right? They refused to sell us weapons, right? They refused also to expose us to any important forms of technology so as we can move on our own, right? And I don't even need to repeat what we went through, right? So as the international relationship dynamic is changing, we need to learn from that mistake. We need to learn from that mistake, right? And also the new emerging superpower needs also to learn, right? To not repeat the same mistakes, okay? Because since they are the manufacturers, they are the producers, right? Back then, they are the ones that were producing, and we are the ones to buy, okay? And a certain type of disruption happens when the buyer themselves start producing, right? So I don't know how that would affect or to what extent, but by my approximate, it will be a huge, okay, it will be a huge hit for economies like China's, right? It would be a hit to their economy, right? Because they overproduce. And of course, overproduction, the only cure for overproduction is not loss, but rather to sell that product, right? And the West's approach was to suppress Africa, keep Africa a market, right? Do not give it, I don't know, any push-up or freedom, for that matter, to become self-sufficient, right? And that's how we became dependent. That's how we became dependent, right? And it's not easy to become independent. It's not easy to become self-sufficient, right? Because it involves a lot of spheres of life. So it is a huge endeavor. But for those who are friendly, right, and also emerging superpowers, the conversations needs to be had, right? What would be, because right now the East has power because it produces, right? It has something to offer Africa, right? It has something to offer Africa. What if that which China and Russia is offering Africa is produced in Africa, right? Because right now, right, countries are moving on, right, to protect themselves, right? This self-sufficiency has become a principle, right? Self-sufficiency has become a principle for security, right? To keep the internal turmoil down, you have to be self-sufficient when it comes to food, water, and all of that, right? And also to keep at bay external influences, right? Is exactly that. So in this time of change, right? In this time of change, we need to be having these conversations, right? We were not invited at the table. We didn't really have a choice. After they left us during colonialism, we didn't really have a choice but to become dependent, because they literally destroyed our economies, right? What they did in the Middle East is it's the same program that they did in Africa, right? They collected all of the learned men, be done with them, schools, be done with them, and of course, take the manpower, okay? So, this does not, if we do not learn, then that means we are going to repeat that same mistake. So, we need to reassess, right? We need to reassess that every time that we are partnering up with a powerful nation, what do we want in the future, right? What do we want in the future? Okay, and how would that then affect the international relationships, right? And that's what most people have been afraid of, right? They have been concerned that the global south has been moving to the east and abandoning the west, right? And they are hoping, and they are even, the other side is concerned that the relationship dynamic will be exactly like what we got from the West, right? So I'm just here to provoke thoughts, provoke thoughts, and again, in the spirit of protecting ourselves, right? In the spirit of protecting ourselves. So yeah, that's all I had to share with you as of now. So we shall see each other when we see each other, right? Prince Easy signing out. Love you. Bye.